Hello everybody and welcome back to another trip report. Today I'm here at Adelaide International Airport, or ADL, in South Australia, and I'm going to be flying Qantas aboard one of their Boeing 737s from here in Adelaide up east to Brisbane in Queensland. So I just stayed at the Atura at Adelaide Airport, which is just over there. I had a nice stay there, highly suggest it, it's super close, in fact it's connected. And yeah, anyways, let's go up these escalators and check in. Also, due to borders being a little bit more open, the airport is hustling and bustling, a lot more than it was just a couple of weeks ago, or a few months ago. As you can see, there's a whole lot of people that have just arrived off a Virgin flight, which is good to see. Okay, so now up the escalator, security's just in the middle there, Virgin Australia and Rex check-ins here. Qantas, which is what I need today, is just here, and you'll have the option of going to a check-in desk or using self-check-in kiosk and bag drop. Also, Jetstar and Alliance Airlines check-in is down the other end. Check-in is done. The self-check-in kiosks weren't extremely responsive, but they actually weren't as bad as I've experienced in places such as Sydney and Melbourne. Anyways, let's go through security. Security was now complete. It took a good minute because the other two machines weren't working. But yeah, our gate for today is actually just here. But before we go there, still have about an hour before the flight. So let's go down this way to the Qantas Club lounge in Adelaide, because I've never actually checked that one out before. Highly suggest the chocolate chip muffin from here at Muffin Break. Very tasty. Now here at the Qantas Club lounge here in Adelaide. The entry is a bit confusing, hard to find, but here we are. Now just checked in using the SA Gov app. Now I'm allowed in. And here is the Qantas Club lounge in Adelaide. As I said earlier, it's my first time here and I'm really excited to check it out. It looks really nice. There's a lot of nice desks to work at. It's quite different in the layout actually to Melbourne and Sydney, but it looks really nice. In fact, I'd probably prefer this lounge to Melbourne almost. Here's a selection of food. There's a couple bits of fruit, these slices, which are quite tasty. And a selection of refreshments. Another feature of this lounge, I think there's a bar down this way. It surprises me how large the size of this lounge is actually. I wasn't expecting it to be this size. It appears, yep, here is the bar where you can get hot and cold drinks. And then there's also a beautiful view over the tarmac here, or part of the tarmac, some of the aprons. Something that I would like to fly on one day, don't know if I will. But there is an Alliance Airlines Focus 70 in the background, and that aircraft is in the Pink Lady livery. Anyways, let's go and get some food. Now got a chai latte to enjoy, and our plane should be arriving any minute now. Now just leaving the Qantas Club lounge as our plane has commenced boarding through gate lounge number 19. Also, we had a really nice day at the lounge. Highly recommend going there if you do happen to have the time. But yeah, luckily boarding's just a couple minutes away. Here we are at gate lounge 19. We are actually now on final call. But our plane for today is VH-VYA, which is a 2004 built Boeing 737-800 delivering brand new to Qantas. That aircraft is also in the new livery. Let's go ahead and board.
664-703 to Brisbane. If you're on this flight, please make your way to gate 19 for one call. Qantas 664 coach Airway now is 3 to Brisbane.
Thank you. Now let's board. Now walking down the stairs, since row 15 to 30 have to use the stairs. At least we get a good view of the plane. Hi.
Hello, thanks very much. Come in. Bye. Thank you.
The Qantas 737-800 has around 150 seats in a 3-3 configuration, in economy that is, and 12 seats in business class, which are in a 2-2 layout. I'm also quite excited today because it is my first time flying into Brisbane.
We also ask that you kindly allow other passengers to pass behind you. Move to your seat.
My seat for today is 16F, on the right side of the aircraft, not far from the overwing exit, which has a nice view of the wing. Now on board in my seat with my seatbelt fastened. Now let's go through the seat features of this aircraft. Also, there's a pretty nice view over the middle of the wing. Also, the legroom is just standard. It's not amazing. Virgin, Rex and Jetstar Dreamliner does better, but it's perfectly fine for a flight around this length. Then there's the safety card here, as well as a sick bag and also the in-flight magazine. And there's a nice looking audio entertainment on the side there. There is a tablet holder, but there is no IFE, which is due to this plane's age. And yeah, also the headrest, you know, they're very stiff today, but they are adjustable, which is better than nothing. And the seat is quite comfy. And the tray table, you can come down like this. It's sort of clean, but nothing. It could be better. And you can pull it out and in. Anyways, that's it for the seat features of this aircraft. All the cabin doors have now been closed, so we should be pushing back any moment. Also, as you may be able to notice, today's flight is quite full. I would say maybe 80 to 90% full.
Well, we know some of you do fly with us often. We would appreciate your attention during our safety briefing today.
Even though there are no IFEs on all Qantas 737s, there is at least a drop-down entertainment, which shows the safety demonstration, and sometimes Sky News.
Hold your lower legs and put your hands on your knees. If you're seated behind the
Now finally pushing back.
front, lean as far forward as you can and hold on to your lower legs.
Welcome to the 1960s, when Qantas brought the world closer together. Welcome to Australia. Take a moment to locate your exit as the cabin crew point them out. It might be behind you. To remember your nearest exit, count the number of rows between you and that exit. Lights will guide you to your exits. Your crew members are pointing them out now. Welcome to the 1970s, when Qantas first...
Also, if any of you do know any laws regarding filming on board, including the filming of cabin crew, please do let me know in the comment section below. Now time for takeoff on runway 23. Also, something that I forgot to mention earlier is that there are 2 USB ports in between each seat. Now up here at our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet, it's been about half an hour since takeoff, and now the food and drink service has started, and in fact I think it's nearly finished now. So today I opted for the mineral water, which is tasty. There was also a few alcoholic beverages as well as other soft drinks, tea, coffee, and then also there's these cheese and crackers, which are good, but I must say that if this was a 1 hour flight or less, even a tiny bit more, this would be fine. But today's flight is around 2 hours and 15 minutes. I would expect something a little bit more, at least a slightly bigger snack, or even a light meal. But yeah. Also, nice having the Sky News on here.
Moment with a temperature of 28 degrees and a light to moderate southerly breeze blowing. Making our approach today from overhead Port Bay is probably not going to be a lot to see in the early stages of the approach, and then we hopefully get some views on the final stage of the approach as we come into Port Bay. Air traffic control has slowed us down by a few minutes. Having said that, we are looking to have you disembarking on schedule at 3:50 p.m. here in Brisbane. If you care to set your watch at some local time, it's just gone 15 minutes past 3, and we should have you disembarking now on schedule at 3:50. Hope you've enjoyed this short flight with us today. It's been our pleasure having.
If you can't find your electronic devices, it is important to do not move your seat, as this could damage your device and become a fire hazard. Please ask one of the crew for help. It's now time to put all laptop computers and other large personal electronic devices away. Make sure your bags are in the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you.
Now on beautiful approach into Brisbane International Airport. The approach here in Brisbane is absolutely amazing, with the river or the bay combined with the clouds, and the evening is just beautiful.
Welcome to Brisbane, where the local time is 3:44. As the seatbelt sign is still on, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted while disembarking or throughout the terminal. Just a reminder, bags may have moved in the overhead lockers and could fall out, so please be careful. Don't forget to check your seat and seat pocket for any personal items. Here at Qantas and One World, thank you for choosing to fly with us. If you're visiting Brisbane, we hope you enjoy your stay, and of course to those returning.
Brisbane, as well as Adelaide, also gets a large quantity of interesting aircraft, such as Fokker 70s, Fokker 100s, 737-300s, 767-300s, and many more. Now time to disembark. Thank you. Bye. Oh, I can feel a gush of humid air. Welcome to Brisbane. Now here we are. It's a lot cooler now that we're in the main terminal. And of course here's the plane that took us all the way here. Well, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. A like and subscription if you enjoyed would be much appreciated. And the verdict is that, well, the general, if you excuse the cabin crew, it was actually a really nice flight. The only other thing that was disappointing was the meal, or the tiny snack that we got for a flight of 2 hours and 15 minutes, but you know, easily can deal with that. But yeah, the cabin crew was really not very friendly, just made the flight a lot less enjoyable, but we all have our bad days. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. Have a great day. I actually have a connecting flight on to Rockhampton in a few hours, so I'm going to go and get ready for that. Have a great day, and I'll see you on my next one.